What really pets my peeves? This shit. I'm sorry, who approved that? Like, why? You did this for what? Petition to stop putting shirtless men on the covers of books because it makes me not want to read them. This book wasn't even that smutty. I've read a lot worse. So I've said it once and I'll say it again. I do literally everything for the aesthetic, and these two covers, not it. And I like these books. Actually, I don't know if I liked this book or if Harry Styles is gonna be in the movie, but I do like this book. This is The Great Gatsby. If you couldn't even tell, like, who is that? I guess it's supposed to be Daisy. But yeah, anyway, I like these books and I don't want to get rid of them, but I don't like the covers. So I'm gonna paint over them because I'm extra. Let's do that. Okay, I haven't fully decided what I'm gonna paint yet, but we're gonna start out by prepping the surfaces. So I don't know how this is going to work, but I've got a little nail file. I'm gonna file down the cover because they're kind of glossy. Oh, it's kind of working. So this is a craft channel now. Now that we started, we are committed because the cover is all scratched up. So there's no going back now. Just call me Bob Ross. It is totally doing something. Ruining this nail file is what it's doing. Oops. I put this old sheet on the table so that I don't ruin this table more than I already have with paint. This was my dorm sheet. I want to destroy it because I hated living in a dorm. This is fun. That's good. On to The Great Gatsby. Oh, that sound is horrible. So those are the finished products. Thanks so much for watching. I'm just kidding. Laugh. I love the spine of this. It's like gold and pretty and it looks nice when it's on the bookshelf, so I'm not gonna do anything to that. This one could use some vamping. I truly don't really know what I'm doing. I watched one YouTube video, but I kind of got bored. I didn't really watch the whole thing. The back obviously has a synopsis, but then it just says some stuff about F. Scott, who we really don't stan. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do the back, so probably just not because I'm lazy. Who cares? Let's start painting. I love painting. I don't really know what I'm gonna paint. I'm honestly kind of nervous about it. I'm really not very good at painting. I would consider myself a creative person. I enjoy doing projects and stuff like that. I don't think that I am the type of creative that just makes paintings out of my imagination. I like the act of painting. I think it's really fun and soothing. Like, I wouldn't say I'm the best at it, but I like to do it and I have fun doing it. Just because you're not good at something doesn't mean that you can't do it. It can be discouraging to do something and not be good at it. Painting is kind of one of those things, I think, that like if you're not good at it, you're probably not gonna do it, but it's okay to do stuff like just for the sake of enjoyment. To be bad at it, but to do it anyway. But nobody really starts out good at anything. You just don't see the process of learning. It takes time to get good at stuff. Half the fun is the process. Yeah, if you're someone who hasn't like painted or done art since you were a kid because you're like, I'm not good at it, you should try. It's okay if you're not good at it. I'm not really either. So we're gonna let these guys dry and then I'm going to think about what I want to paint on the covers. Intermission for My Policeman. I had the idea to do a gallery wall like in a museum because in this book the characters go to art museums, but like what if I painted inside of these canvases different scenes from the book? That might be kind of hard to do though because this is a very character driven book and the scenes are sort of just people talking and having conversations. I'm gonna start with the background wall. Green's kind of trendy. I'm not mad at that. I'm a little mad at it. I'm already getting angry. Should continue synopsizing the book. I was doing a horrible job already. Earlier I was saying I can't decide if I like this book or if Harry Styles is just in the movie, and honestly I think Harry Styles is just in the movie and that's kind of why. So this is, if you aren't familiar, I'm just like, Harry Styles, right? This is My Policeman by Beth Ann Roberts and they already made a movie and Harry Styles plays one of the characters. So this is the story of Tom, who is Harry Styles. He is a policeman, right? It is about a love affair between a policeman who's married and another man who works at the museum. It was actually quite
depressing.
This story is told through letters that are written from the wife to the man with whom her husband is having an affair. And basically she's writing from the future. The story goes that Marian and Tom meet when Marian is in high school. She falls in love with him. He's like an older, like very attractive, I mean like Harry Styles plays him, so a dreamy man. So basically it just sort of follows the affair between Tom and Patrick and then the marriage with Marian. You don't really like any of the characters involved. I liked Patrick. He's a cool dude. It's honestly just like such a sad story. Tom's character, hated him. But yeah, I really enjoyed picturing Harry Styles while reading this book. And I mean, yeah, it's like sad and he's literally a policeman like committing a crime, quote unquote. I mean, it like was a crime back then, but it like shouldn't be. That's the dumbest thing ever. Like I wasn't super satisfied with how it ended. I kind of had like some more questions and I was just sort of annoyed. I didn't like Marian, who tells most of the story and you're like reading her perspective. I didn't like her and I was like, shut up. You're so annoying and just so like clueless. Also, that's like such a sad thing to be married to a gay man. Actually, that's kind of my biggest fear in life, is that my husband is gonna be gay. So did I really like the book? Not really. Would I recommend it? I don't know. I think it's an important story. I'm very excited to see the movie though. We've got a wall of frames. Now I have to fill them. Let's start with, I'm literally painting white on white to procrastinate. I'm just gonna paint the ocean. I literally read this book at my friend's grandparents' pool. Her grandmother at one point walked out and I had to like hide it because there was a shirtless man on the cover and these are like sweet grandparents. I was like so embarrassed. Who thinks it's a good idea to put shirtless men on covers of books? Like, y'all gotta stop doing that. This isn't a tutorial. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! That was too much. That was way too much paint. A pretty little sunset moment. White, purple. My elementary art teacher taught me that you're supposed to mix paint colors on the canvas. I don't know why. I loved art in school. It was like my favorite class. One time I painted this lighthouse, right? And I had this beautiful sunset in the background, mixed this really pretty purplish sunset background sky. Not like the one I'm doing now. I promise it looked better than this. Anywho, I was so proud of it and I was like, we're gonna hang it in the Louvre, and my teacher stepped on it. It was outside of the class. She accidentally somehow stepped into paint and then stepped onto my painting and kind of ruined it. And then I had to go back and try to fix it, but it really couldn't have been salvaged. That was devastating. Honestly, like I could have maybe been in the Louvre had my teacher not sabotaged me. I'm kidding. It was a total accident. I don't want you to be like, where did you go to school? She was a queen and she felt really bad about it. So I'm sorry that I brought it up, honestly. Let's try to draw some men's smooching. Pant leg, shorts maybe? No. Shorts on guys is kind of the ick. Is that weird? Poor boys. Honestly, I feel so bad. Boys just breathe and we're like, ick. But like, it's kind of true. It's kind of icky to be a boy. Like, imagine just being a boy. That's so icky. I love boys. I mean, I don't, but like I do. That was kind of a lot. Maybe the rest should just be like actually like literally abstract.
'Cause I was crying yesterday, but look at me today. It has been so long since I wrote a sad song. Sunshine on my face, I'm feeling okay.
It's not the best thing ever, but at least it's not a shirtless man. On to the next. Really wrote for my pea brain the actual numbers because I didn't understand Roman numerals apparently. My high school senior prom theme was Gatsby. Like, this is all beautiful, but I can't paint any of that. Oh, that's cute. So I think I'm gonna copy this picture that I literally found on Pinterest. So let's talk about The Great Gatsby. I probably need to reread this book because I know it's such a classic. This book is a critique on capitalism. And I don't think my 15-year-old self really understood that or even cared. Yeah, like honestly, I'm so sorry, but I just simply didn't finish this book. I also didn't like the movie. It was like 3 hours long. I also don't love movies in general. Question, comment this below because I'm curious, and this is sort of an ongoing conversation between me and my friends. If you go to the movie theaters and you don't like the movie, do you leave? Because that's kind of a hot take, I think. I 100% do. Should I have done the background first? Probably. This is shit. Oh my gosh, why am I talking about to myself like that. Like, this is so cutie that I'm doing this. Oh, that's so ugly. I think I'm gonna listen to music now and time lapse this because I'm getting angry and I don't have any funny commentary.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Y'all, my memory card filled up. Here we are though. You didn't miss too much. Back to the computer.
Nothing ever stays the same. There's always room for better days. I was crying yesterday, but look at me now, 'cause I'm good.
All right, here are the finished products. Got my policeman, so cutie. And then this one was quite the struggle. I just kept adding things and it kept looking bad. This was supposed to be like dangling pearls and diamonds, and then I'm not an artist. I couldn't get it to look great. So I just added a bunch of color and glitter and hoped for the best. There's a lot going on, but I kind of love it, honestly. It's definitely better than what it was before. This was so much fun to make and I really enjoyed it, and I love painting. Subscribe for more book related content. Probably not a lot of painting content, but comment below if you want me to do this again, because I might. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.